F2 racing today. We are in the lovely place of the hometown of Britain to a few of people here. Not a lot of them. A lot of them are in America. They'll be hoping for the circuit next year. But we should be getting into it now. This. It's been a while. I haven't been here for I've been here for a while. A lot of replacements have came in, but I'm back, and it's good to be here after the time we've been away. And we will finally get into after some slight difficulties today, but I think we've worked our way around it pretty well, and a few people will be getting onto the track as quick as they possibly can, and we should see quite an interesting race today. So we were going on the hards from the start. Of some people going out. A lot of people are opting for the soft start just to obviously get a good starting lap in, just so a lot of people don't have to wait until the end and put themselves under a decent amount of pressure just to try and get a good lap in. The typical formation lap strat coming out on the out laps. Kieran and Yami actually on their proper laps now, going round into out of first DRS zone to get out of first sector. What's first sector going to be? To be with 31-1. Just a slight little, not too bad, but it's not exactly what they'd have wanted, especially after performances we've seen before. We have the obvious ones to watch is which we've seen in previous races. We've got Border and we've got Jetpack, the two big boys. We see some performances from a lot of lower people as well. Well, seen as lower, but I think that we wanted to prove their worth in the likes of Wackney and Lifestyle today. A lot of new people are joining. A lot of the lowers in the size of Toxan. What has gone on here? A little slight collision going on over here. Not sure what has happened. There's been some slight issues going on with is that Rygar and Jetpack? Collisions probably. Don't know what's happened. Yami going fastest with a 140.6 just to start off the session. That won't be obviously his fast slap, and Kieran comes in on the hards with a 140.5. That's another yellow flag. Flame is reversing. We have who's off? It is Famien. And Watney goes first with a 139.8. No leniency. Gleaming in second with a 140.4. Lifestyle with a 141.1. It's going to be... Oh. And he's done one lap and he's gone straight into the pits. No issues there, I think. It's just... I think he's not happy with his lap and he's not going to attempt to put one on yet. A few people, is that Jetpack coming into first DRS, so obviously one to watch. Actually, a lot of people's going on the hards. A lot of people are going for that late strategy. Cold going sick for a 145.3. He's over 4 seconds off of everyone else. I don't know what's happened. Let's see, Border going fourth, 140.6. Nothing too shabby. Obviously, still on the hard compound, so he will later improve. Lifestyle going with a 140.3. Just to realise, Gleam's actually improved a 139.9. Kieran's improved a 140 flat. Yami goes 6 for 140.6. Jetpack going forward with a 140 flat. A lot of people on those hard tyres actually not messing around. Not too far off the pace. Still with a lot of time to be gained. I'm pretty sure it's nearly over a second on this track when you go from the hard to the softs. But I mean, we'll find that out later on. Swift pull into the pit for Gleaming. Oh, Core did improve by nearly 1.4 seconds. It's nothing to exactly worry about. Just, yeah, I think the time to worry is when everyone else starts picking up the pace on the softer tyres. Well, here we've got Rompiet, we have Toxin and Blame all coming out. Jetpack going first with 1:39.1. There's the breakout lap that we was all waiting for. It was just a matter of time until he finally unleashed. And do remember, like I mentioned not long ago, there's about 1.1 seconds gain on softer tyres than the hard tyres. So if we can see what we can see, Jetpack could be going for a 1:38. So this could get quite interesting as everyone moves to the softer compounds. This could get really tasty. Some slow people just slowly getting onto that first DRS zone by the looks of it, just trying to keep out of the way. Whew, this could be. I see we've got just past the first 10 minutes of the session, so we've got through a third of the time, but just wait until we get to roughly about the 10 minutes mark and everyone will start picking up the pace. What the end? Jetpack are actually outboard by the looks of it. Jetpack is slowed up. Must have had some issues earlier on in the lap, and like he pitted, Jetpack pitted. Fabian actually coming out after going third. 1:39.8 actually. Dear. Fabian could be one to watch with that as a starting lap. That could be interesting. That could be very interesting. Toxin 7 for 1:45. For Piet with a 1:40 high .5 though. Just slightly behind him in 8th. And then less than 4/100ths behind that is Yami in 10th. And then you've got Cold all the way down in 11th with a 1:43.8. And no one's seemed to be moving to the softer compounds just yet. But I think they'll be just seeing what they can do on. They're seen as slower tyres before they actually pick up the pace onto the softer, quicker tyres. There'll be no complaints though from Jetpack. 1:39.1 actually being nearly actually over 7/10 up on the harder tyres. He's sticking. Oh, what's happened here? I don't know what's happened. Did he just pull over to the side because he's being an out laugh and just letting people through because he doesn't want to disturb. If so, very good sportsmanship from the lad. Obviously got Watney pulling out now and he's actually coming onto the soft tyres. It was a matter of time before we saw the top three going onto the softs, and by the looks of it, it's Watney the first one to pounce and try and get that good lap to get the pressure onto everyone else. You've got Fabian in halfway, about to be halfway through sector 2. Nothing too shabby. Nothing too bad by the looks of it so far. His second sector doesn't seem to be too bad. I mean, we'll see that as we get to the... We'll actually get to the timing camera at the end of sector 2. And we'll see how... Is he up or down? He's down by 5/10. Oh, he's on for a 1:39.3 here. If he doesn't make any major mistakes, he's on for a blistering... Oh, and he's in the wall! He's lost it like three corners from the end, and he's gone flying into the barriers. Oh, that is unfortunate. Being nearly 6/10 up on that time to then spin like 3 corners away from the end. That is really saddening to see there. Just so slide off into the distance with actually no control over the car. There was nothing he could do. Hey, Jacob, shush. You and Williams, I don't want to hear it. Imagine being a driver, imagine not being a team principal, don't hear it. Anyways, moving swiftly back to the racing with Wackney. You're going to be seeing come out of that DRS sector at 3/10 up. It's nothing too shabby, but we wanted a lot of improvement, especially being on that faster tyre. That is not exactly ideal, but he'll be wanting to see at least 8/10 if he's even wanted to get with jetpack before he gets onto the softs. He's going to be wanting a really, really good lap. I don't know what has happened, but who is it? I think it's Yamu's span. Or is it cold? Oh no, it's cold and he's in the barrier. Cold is in the barrier and I don't know what has happened, but he's waiting for a lot of people to get past. Don't know what has happened here with Cold, but that is pretty rough. Watney not happy at all at that time after getting it DQ'd and he's pulled into the pit. Should see jetpack now. Any improvements? Nope, 2/10 over. Whew. Oh, some slight technical difficulties. Apologies for that. We have a late racer joining in. Please hold a second. And there we go. It gets straight back into the racing. Jetpack 1:39.1. Not too much of an improvement, but it's definitely an improvement, and that's what I'd be more concerned about. Nothing shabby there. And that is no improvement. Just over a tenth down on that lap. And he's still going for it, but will he be pitting? Is he picking up the pace just to get round to the pits? Just so he can get onto the softer tyres, just to secure his victory. While everyone I expect will be moving to the softer tyres if they are not already on it. But at 140.2, not too much of an improvement, but really nothing too exactly complain about. And there we go. Don't know what happened there, but that was some difficulty. And there we go, we have the late joiner. And he'll be joining 10 minutes into the session. I mean, I don't think there are many clients. I think he'll be going straight to the softer tyres just to try and get out of the lap. Because with 10 minutes left, I don't think he has any time to go from the hardest to the softs. So I think it'll be simply a case of just straight to the softer tyres. No discussion about it. And Cole's been DQ'd. I do not know what's happened with Cole, but he's been DQ'd, and by the seems of it, he's parked. Has he parked on track? Is there any chance he's parked on track and he's been DQ'd for such issue? I am not sure, but something's happened there. I assume we're still waiting for Ferk to get on the track. I'm not sure what's happening, but I think he might be waiting for everyone to just move out of the way, so he's got that clean track to work with. I don't know what's gonna happen here, but MFAC seems to have no such involvement in this. I don't know what's happening with Fark. Is he just waiting for this conjunction of people to move out the way on this corner? I don't know what's happened, but AK's already got his lap DQ'd, and he needs to sort that out. He's gone on the hard tyres, but he needs to get a lap in because of only 8 minutes being left in the air, not putting a single lap in. I think they need to sort something out. See, some people still on those harder tyres. I'm not sure why they are, but I think strategy will fall into place for those who are waiting for it. Oh, and AK's in the barrier. Just after getting around the bend out sector 1, he's crashed into, by the looks of it, the one of the auto pit lanes. And that's gonna leave, that's definitely going to leave a mark on his car. But it seems to be his car is completely fine. I don't know what he's done, but it didn't seem, even though after fully shutting into the barrier, it didn't seem to have such an effect as we'd expect. And he's moving swiftly away from that. Famian has actually gone fastest with 138.6. And in the likes of Jetpack and Watney, they won't be happy with that. And here we go. We've finally got Ferk loaded in. and I don't think he'll be wasting any time, and I reckon he'll be getting out onto the track ASAP to try and get some good laps in. But I think time will tell, and definitely Jetpack and Watney will be back out soon enough because they were wanting to improve and obviously get that first place. Gleaming could try and do it, but I'm not sure if I don't think that's going to be the case with and he's pulling over to the pit lane, and by the seams here I think that is Gleaming's qualifying over. Jetpack and Watney now out onto the outer laps. They're going to be wasting absolutely no time to try and catch up on the leader as of the moment. Jetpack slowly taking the slower approach. But Rumbier has actually gone second. That is interesting. The boys in yellow have taken first and second momentarily, and Kieran's gone third with a 1:38.8. Jetpack and Watney, as soon as they get on their laps, they will. I don't think there'll be any holding back in any sense. I think there's going to be an all-out attack. No holding. No. I can't exactly say what I was going to say because it's a PG and I've got to remember that because I care about this server slightly too much for my own good, but hey ho, we do as we wish. Jetpack gonna see that first sector down 300s. He's gonna need to improve on that severely. He's gonna need to really improve on that. And that is something he'll hold with now, but I reckon he'll make sure to deal with later on. Jetpack making his way around to the end of Sect 2. He's down by 5/10. Yeah, he's gonna catch the guys at the front. Kieran going second with a 1:38.6. Oh, the newcomer's showing how it's stunned being top 3 right now. That is quite interesting, to be fair. And here comes Jetpack, and there it is. He goes first with a 1:38.3. As we was all waiting for in the end. It just had to happen. It was relatively inevitable in the end. And Watney did not get an improvement. Yami actually went 5th though with a 1:39.8. He's over 4 seconds over Watney. So he might have had some issues during the lap, but I don't think that'll exactly slow him down when we get down to it. Board's actually being quite slow compared to his previous performances. Was he in first on the Bahrain race at the actual start of the season? Now being down to 8th, almost being 2 seconds slower than everyone else. Well, I say everyone else, 2 seconds slower than Jetpack, who is the only person I'm sure he cares about with how the season's gone so far. Wackney making his way round the final set of corners, quickly back onto the throttle. Is it going to be? It's going to be an improvement, but not even enough of an improvement to actually move him. Nearly a 5/10 improvement, and it's not moved any sort of position. Famian goes first with a 1:38.2, and someone's holding off on the track. By the looks of it, it might... Is it Jackie? Oh, and Kieran retires! Kieran retires. Gleaming's off the track. Gleaming's retired. I don't know what's happened yet. Border's retired. A lot of people just retiring towards the end just to let the race finish. I was pretty sure it was a penalisable event, but I think we'll find that out at a later point in time with Kieran being off the track, and it's pretty questionable. Gleaming obviously just normally retiring by the seams of it. Wackney going wide into that corner, and he comes around a final bend, quickly back on that throttle as soon as he possibly can. Oh, he's going to low fuel mode. Going into low fuel mode, plus having a DQ like that is unfortunate. And Famian finishing first ahead of Jetpack. And this could be one to watch. Jetpack only really getting this sort of competition at the front with Border, and having Border drop down at 11th. We're going to have a new rivalry in this race. This could be very, very interesting. Roy Guy not getting a lap in, but it seems he's just having too many issues keeping traction, and he's not able to hold it. We got a Vrum yet coming into the pits, and I believe that is it for people of waiting. And as soon as we can get the game to register that he has fully pitted and he's securely in his box, then we can get into the race. Famian releasing a shocker, a really big shock to the system, especially in Jetpack system. I think he was counted his wishes with seeing Border in 11th, and I think Famian has just said, hello, I'm here now, he's not what you've got to worry about, it's me, and simply left a mark on Jetpack's scene territory. So you have Famian first, Jetpack second, Kieran third, Rumbiet fourth, Thurk fifth, Toxin sixth, Yami seventh, Wackney eighth, Gleaming ninth, Chaki 10th, Border 11th, Lifestyle 12th, Flame 13th, Ryguy 14th, and Cold DQing in 15th. And I know a lot of you here are watching the game right now. It is now 2-0 to Italy. Just thought I'd give some highlights, because I know a lot of you here are aggressively asking in chat how the Euros is going. Just a quick update. Enjoy yourself, lads. Anybody who's got them in the dream team, enjoy your life. Anyways, moving swiftly back and getting prepared for the race. That is, I mean, qualifying's qualifying. It gives you a good start off, but we've seen how races can go. You can be at the front and end up at the back, and especially with the fact that we've got rain here now, this could be getting interesting. Oh, and 20 seconds till start. I don't know if that was a 45 seconds. I'm not going to lie. I think there might be penalties here. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Apologies for that. And here we go. To the finish. And this will be the start. Lining up on the grid. Oh! And we've got driver penalty for Frombier. Oh, that is unfortunate. He slightly jumped the line. And that is not ideal. That is not ideal at all. Oh, no, 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 no. In no way, shape or form is that a good start. And I don't think any of those will be happy. I think that's a simple way to put it. Roy Guy also having a penalty. This is interesting. 5 seconds to Roy Guy. Don't know what's happened with him, but I'm not sure. Jetpack into first, Toxan in second, Famian in third, Mark in fourth, Kieran in fifth, Border in sixth, all the way from 11th to 6th within the first lap. Flame from 13th to 8th. Obviously from Pierre getting that drive-through penalty plus having more. That is... This is... Kieran dropping back, Toxan. He's left the 4/10th gap, but he's not letting him get away. Jetpack get fast slap with a 2:10. And Cole's left. Cole has simply had enough. He's dropped too far back from the pack and he's left. He has gone. Could not put in the pressure and... What's going on here? Is Jetpack span? Jetpack going extremely slow. What's happened with Jetpack? But looks like Jetpack having some issues and Kieran's actually into P1 with Toxin just behind him in P2 still. Ferk into P3. Border in P4. Flame in P5. Jackie P6. Jetpack dropping all the way down to P7. Gleaming P8. Yami P9. And that's another spin. That is another spin. Who is it? It's Famien. It is Famien. He's not going to be happy. He is not going to be happy. A lot of people struggling with the wet weather. Obviously not accounted for, especially with being a dry qualifying. A few people are going to be getting caught out and a lot of traction control is going to be lost throughout. See, nowhere dropping back from the top 3. Nearly a 2-second gap between 3rd and 4th from Ferk to Boulder. But we'll see if that gap proceeds to close or to even open. But I think it is what it is. See, Toxan going wide there. And Kieran getting fast slap 154.9. Oh! And who has happened here? Is that Roy Guy? He has just fully sent himself into the barrier. He'd had enough of today's race. And that is a DNF there. And by the looks of his straight car, he's just rolling down the road, and that is the end of his race. Quite a rough start for Cold and Roy. Obviously Cold leaving, Roy DNFing and then leaving straight after. I think after qualifying, not being able to exactly get a proper lap in, I think he was not in any sort of mental state to put up with this the race today, and I think it's taken its toll. Toxan being now near 2.5 seconds behind. Not gained too much, but he's still showing signs of struggling with the whatever. But I think we've seen Toxin's ability and what he can do. I think it shouldn't be too much of an issue to hold the top 3 placement. And that's another spin. Who is it? It is Rompier, who's now span back into 13th. That is really unfortunate. From 1st to 12th for Rompier. And that is another yellow flag. Who is that? Oh, it's Furk. Furk has gone completely off the track. He's had to slowly come back onto the track and borders into P3. Toxan 3.3 behind Kieran. I think he's not letting him go exactly that far away. Flame right behind Border. Not letting him get it exactly out of his track, but obviously you got to remember that traction control is a big player here, and you have to watch that going into the corners behind, especially with F2 cars. We've seen some of the issues you get, and Famien getting another penalty. Oh, that's a good turn for Flame there with Borden not getting the traction control he wants. Oh, that brake, and he can't get around the corners. Had to brake heavy with Flame having to obviously brake behind him just to avoid the collision. That's pretty rough as Flame might be able to get through. And Kieran's got multiple warnings. He got 3-second penalty. He is, by the looks of it, not being able to stick to track limits, and he's losing it. And Toxan, I think, has just said, yep, you keep doing you, I'll keep my cool, and we'll keep this going. I think Toxan is just looking for another penalty part from Kieran right now. Quite a significant gap between Border and Toxan, with Toxan actually gaining on Kieran. Kieran getting a 154 flat. Border. Oh, that is some heavy baking by Border, going quite wide into the first bit of that corner. And Flame really being held back by Border in the rain. Toxan just dropping back now to about 4 seconds. Oh, and Furk goes down for a dive down the inside, and he's span. I don't know what's happened there, but there seems to be having a little dive. I'm not sure what has happened with Furk, but something's happened quite severely, resulting in that spin. Border again a gap from Flame, but we've seen from earlier on how Border was holding it up. And I'm pretty sure Border actually doesn't have the speed advantage, and I reckon it's going to be a race of time to see who can actually get out of the race with effectively the most pace overall. I don't know what has happened, but some major issues have gone on with the Furk dive bomb on Flame. I'm not sure exactly what's happened. Let's have a look at the penalties real quick. 3, 3, 3, 3. Everyone started to pick up those 3-second time penalties, but from what I'll assume is simply track limits. Nothing too special I'm seeing, but it, it's not ideal. A lot of people will be wanting to close the gaps, but some of them not being actually able to. Obviously seeing no sort of tyre changes. Cold AI has been lapped. Gleaming's left. What has happened with Gleaming? I don't know if that's an AI issue. I don't know if that's internet issues or it's just genuinely left, but I'm not sure what has happened. But I don't think he'll be pleased, especially with being employed points. I don't know what's happened if he's left or, like I said, internet issues. I'm completely lost for words. Jetpack sticking to that 10th place. I think Reggie's... Oh, Wackney's gone and got a penalty. Border's pitting. Why is Border pitting? I'm not sure what's going on with Border. But we can see him go in. What's going on here? He's going into another set of wets. By the seams of it, they might be required to make a pit stop. I see him. So he's just going in for the early pit stop. Well, the earlier pit stop, just to make sure they can get out on, obviously, the cleaner. And what's happened? There's yellow flags. I'm not seeing any issues. I'm not sure what's happened there. Yami not being far behind Flame. No one actually game within that second apart from Yami. Everyone else is behind by at least a second by the person in front and behind. I'm not sure what is happening, but I think we're seeing who can actually really prove themselves in the wet, not just in the drier compounds. Yami was meant to pit, but by the looks of it, Toxin's also pitted. Will Toxin get out in time out of the way? Oh, Toxin's only just going in. Oh, this could be real issues for Yami. As Yami's now pitting. Oh, no, 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 no. Is this going to be a scuff up for Yami? As he's now coming in. Oh, no. Oh, no, Yami's here. They're going to get him out. They've got to get him out. They've got to reset. Yeah, oh, and Jackie's got a penalty for speeding the pit lane. Oh, they're all coming back out now. Are they going to be ready? Yes. Just enough time. That is pretty lucky. Just got the timing right between Yami and Toxin. Quite a strategies with Wackney, Jetpack, Fabian, and Flames still being on the older tyres. I'd say I would mention Cold, but Cold's already left, I think. He simply just couldn't be bothered. I'm not sure what is happening, but there seems to be some strategies being played which really could account for nothing if not dealt with well. M30, I mean, not too far behind with Border, not with a gap he'd be happy with. And what's happened here? There's another yellow flag. Who is it? It is Watner. Might be just some slight issues there, but by the same there's nothing directly to be worried about. And I think Watt could have another penalty, or Fabian's gonna be close there. Yeah, no speed in the pit lane for him, and he'll be pitting now. Oh, what's happened here? Is this from Pierre? It is from Pierre. By the scenes of it, there's been a slight collision between him and Gleeman, and he has been the unluckier one out of the two, and he's been collided into. Not sure, but here comes Emfer catching up on Border quite significantly. Border really struggling today. He cannot get to grips with. He cannot come to grips with the road at all. Not sure what is happening there, but it's not something he's dealing with very well. I think he'll be more concerned about getting past Border. Oh, and is that Watney who's span? It is Watney. Emferk starting to drop back. I don't know what happened, but he dropped back nearly 0.3 of a second, but he's quickly making that up on Border, really struggling in in this sector. Oh, and here comes Emferk. Is he gonna get the slipstream? Yes. He's getting slipstream, but it's not going to be enough to catch him. Obviously, with DRS being disabled, he's not going to have to get him. He's just going to have to get it in the corners with where traction's been not being focused. Oh, you have to be careful there. He nearly lost traction completely. I don't know what's happening with Emferk and the Border battle, but Emferk is not giving him any time to think about what he can do, and he's right behind him. Nearly just 6 tenths down, nearly 8 tenths down, but he's quickly closed that gap in that corner there, with Border going extremely slow, and he's right behind Border now. Border not getting any sort of lift off. Emferk, is he pitting? I'm not sure what could go down. There's a spin. Is that Rom? That is Rom in the barrier. He's gone completely off. Seeing damage to that left front wing. Quite a significant amount of it missing there. And that is not ideal. Border is really getting caught up on now by Emferk. Emferk, no space between the two cars. I think it's just a battle of who gets the better lift off going into these corners. Emferk really needs to get past Border. He's been quite significantly slowed up by the dam's car. Enverk still be right behind Border, but you just can't get past him. Obviously, Enverk's clearly got more pace, but you just can't get past Border. Obviously, with the lack of DRS, he just can't get past him. If Enverk can get past Border, he can possibly get into podium places. And Enverk, is he past? No! Oh, done by the corner, and Enverk just can't get past Border. Even having the better takeoff, he still cannot get past, being ruined by the layout of the track. And he's just really struggling to get past him. Jetpack still hasn't pitted. Oh, the Border's really holding up Enverk. I'm not letting him through at all. Oh no 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 no. This is not ideal in Enverk's favour, and he's just simply just trying to get past. He's been trying to get past for quite a while now, but he just can't get past. He's he's physically unable of getting through. Is Enverk? Can he make it through? He's been holding on. It's good defense, but it's not ideal. You've got to notice Jetpack's actually still got to pit. Jetpack being as slow as he is, still needs to pit. So he's not even in podium. Podium's actually in the favour of Border right now. This is quite the interesting race with nearly everybody, and Enverk is even through. Side by side. No! Is he gonna get it? It's side by side. It might work in Enverk's favour if he goes in for the late. Oh, and Enverk's been. Oh, and he's gone. Border's died. I think I don't know what's happened there, but there's been a double dive, and Enverk is gone. Oh no. Oh, that is unfortunate. All that for Border to, by the seams of it, take him out. That is rough. That is unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. And that is seemingly all the work he's done to catching up to Border undone. All of that. All of that. for seemingly nothing. And there we go. Yami and Border right next to each other. But looks of it, Yami dived down the inside of Border, just got the switch back. Don't know what's going to go through here, but Yami seemingly just going quite wide there. But is he gonna have that better exit? Is the question. Yes, by quite a bit. Closing in 1/10 behind. What's gonna happen? Oh, there's a little tap on the back. He's just gonna. Oh, Yami dropped back there quite a bit. Yami letting Border get no brakes. Border obviously. I don't know what happened with the M30 Border, but neither of them back down. It's just collisions ended with M30 being taken out. And speaking of M30, there is another penalty heading right his way. Same with Wackney, another penalty. That's a rough day in the office. And here we go on to the final lap where Kieran has simply just gone. He's left everyone else behind. Yami gaining all the time in the world on Border, but Border is just defending with all his life. Who's gonna get out of this? Oh, Yami on, he's hit him. He's hit him. He could have probably got past there if he just hadn't have tapped him. Yami, he's so close, but he's just having to be so passive aggressive to try and get around him. He's gone round the outside. Oh my god, what a move. Is he gonna hit it firm it though? No, Border with more general pace. And Yami's been spun. Yami and Furk have both been spanned the exact same place by Border. Border is going to be in a rough position with taking out two people on the exact same corner. Oh, no. That is rough. Border having no pace and taking two people out on the exact same corner is not something that should be happening. And Ferk's back again. Is he going to actually have any time to get him? I don't think he will. Actually, I say that. Border's going really slow. What's going on with Border? But Border's going really slow. He's in low fuel mode. Border's run out. A dream come true has turned into a nightmare. In low fuel mode has dropped him all the way from 3rd to 6th. And Fabian and Jetpack are both storming it down. Are they going to catch him? I don't think they will. I think the line will come just in time. I think the line will just get there for him. But yeah, actually might not. Fabian might get there. Oh no, he's right there. But he doesn't catch him. But Jetpack flies up to 6th, having no penalties. And I don't think after what's happened, I think after what's happened with Border, I think a lot of I think karma will be something that's set in after taking out two people in the exact same corner, dropping from 3rd to 7th purely because of low fuel mode. And that is a really good race. A lot of the new people dropping in actually coming in with Kira and actually coming back and taking it. But coming in with about 8 minutes left of qualifying to come back for 3rd. and I believe it was Toxan getting P2. Kieran P1, Toxin P2, Ferk P3, Lifestyle P4, Yami P5, 6th with Jetpack, 7th Border, 8th Fami, 9th Jack, 10th Gleaming, 11th Wackney, 12th with Rampier, Cold in 13th, AK 14th, and Right Guy 15th. And that is it for today's race. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you in the next race. Goodbye.